Stag Nation? Welcome back to another Stag Report. I'm Jack Smith here with Mike Morley. Our top story in today's sports world starts out with the golf team. They have a match at St. Mary's Riken this Monday.
Yeah, been talking to those guys. Tyler Mercier, a sophomore this year. Joey Graham, a junior. I know Caleb, another senior in there. Got a great team this year. Looking to build off Tyler Mercier and Joey Graham's success. I know Joey Graham at the college fair today that the juniors went on, going to be talked about later in the Around the School Act. He was going around looking at his schools that he had offers from, looking where he wanted to go. They're already thinking about college, some of those guys. Anything else you heard about golf?
Yeah, I just heard they have high expectations this year, and they really look to win the WCAC, and I know they have the talent to do so.
And the tennis team next up, they're 1-1 with a conference win over Bishop Ireton the other day. They have a game Tuesday versus Bullis. And I know you talked to Mr. Austin in the library today, the coach of the tennis team. What did he have to say about the year?
Yeah, Mr. Austin just wanted to talk about the upcoming match they had versus Bullis. He said that Bullis is a very good team, considered a national powerhouse by many, almost a tennis academy is how he described it. And he said his guys are really excited for the challenge, and they look to use this match as a building block and build their way up to WCAC play. The rugby team continues to fight while their season is coming down to a close. They will be playing St. Benedictine today, and they look to add to the win column.
Yeah, I talked to senior Jake Falcone about how the season's been going so far. He said he really enjoyed senior night a while ago against good counsel. Tough loss, but he said it was a great experience to be out there with the guys one last time on the home field. Next, we're going to hockey. Although hockey was a winter sport, the all-Met teams have come out, and we had two seniors, Eric Reiniger and Christian Halbig, who made the all-Metro team. Did you hear from them at all about how excited they were?
Yeah, I was talking to them. Eric was really happy. So was Christian, and that's a really huge honor, being how competitive hockey is in the metro area. So congratulations to them. Make sure if you see them in the hallways, tell them good job on their individual accomplishments and team accomplishments. Our next sport is crew. Their season has not begun yet, and they have a few more weeks until the water kind of warms up for them to get ready to go. But those guys have been putting in a lot of work in the gym. I see them almost every day working out on their rowing machines. So we hope that they have a good season, and I know they'll represent DeMatha well. Have you heard anything about them yet, Mike?
Yeah, Connor Feely Jr. this year, Ted McWithy. He's a senior leader, I believe. And they're just looking for a great year, go out, have success, just beat everyone who's in their way, get through the challenges and all that good stuff. I'm on the baseball team. We're going to baseball next. I'm on the baseball team, first-year varsity player, junior this year. We're having a tough season so far. 4-7, still working out some kinks. Tough loss to Wilson yesterday. We had it the whole way and gave it up the last few innings. Anything you heard about the other guys from baseball?
Yeah, I heard baseball team had a rough injury, and Alex Green and a few other players banging out some kinks. I know, though, that you guys will recover. Very talented team this year, and I know your coach is working hard with you guys in practice. So what are you guys doing to kind of rebound and save the season?
Yeah, you mentioned Alex Green. Alex Green, our ace guy, junior, committed to UVA. Great ball player, great pitcher. Looking for someone to fill his spot. And Preston Mold, senior, went out for his first start of the year after he just came back from a knee injury. Just completely threw awesome for us. So that 1 run and I believe 4 innings. It was a great first outing for him. Applaud that guy. And we're looking to rebound against St. John's tomorrow. Big game for us. Just kind of got to defend the bunt from them, looking to defeat them. We got to get by them this year. We're going to beat them.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question is who do you, with all these injuries and rough start to the season, have any guys individually stepped up or are going to step up in the near future?
Yeah, Khalil Brown, senior this year, senior captain. He's having a great year so far, hitting-wise, and he plays shortstop in the outfield. He was playing shortstop at the beginning of the year, but because of injuries, we had to move him to the outfield. He's been very open to that, still working as hard as he can. He's had a great season so far. Jack Silder, also senior on the mound tomorrow. Just going to do his thing. Throw strikes, shove him down, and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, next we move to the lacrosse team. I currently am a junior, first-year member of the lacrosse team, and we picked up a very big conference win over a really good St. Mary's Riken team on Tuesday. The team that we played was 7-1, and there was a lot of trash talk leading up to the game, so it was good that we got the win out of the game. Mike, did you hear anything about the game?
Oh, yeah, 7-3 record so far, 4-0 conference record. Huge win. The guys were really excited. St. Mary's Riken. That's a huge win for them, as Jack said. Guys were really excited. Jake Kane, Sr., Teague Norman, Sr., they were really excited about that win. St. John's, team today at 3:30, right after school. What are you guys looking to go into that?
Well, St. John's is a really good team, have a lot of very good players on it. So basically, we had to watch a lot of film on them, get a good scouting report, and we know our game plan going into the game, and they're going to be a very good team. I know they're a top 10 team in the Washington area, as a lot of the teams that we will be playing coming up against. So it's going to be it's going to be a grind to get out a win, but I know we're going to put our best effort in, and we're going to really try to win that game.
Yep. And 4 of your next 6 games are against top 10 Washington area teams. What are you guys doing to get ready for those upcoming games?
Well, we have to take it one game at a time. St. John's obviously tomorrow, but the stretch that we have coming up is one of the most brutal that DeMatha lacrosse has probably ever seen. So we have to come out every game, treat it like it's a playoff game, and know we'll be a lot better, and we'll continue to keep winning like we have been.
Mm-hmm. And building more off baseball and lacrosse, last week over spring break, we both went to Florida, Cocoa Beach for the lacrosse team, Sanford, Florida for the baseball team. Baseball, tough draw, 0-4 there. Looking to bounce back here in conference play when we come back. What about you guys? How was your trip?
On our trip to Florida, we played 2 teams down there, Bishop Moore and Lake Brantley. We went 1-1, lost to a tough Bishop Moore team, but we had a really good time in Cocoa Beach. And the lacrosse team also had a great time destroying the baseball team in paintball. Have anything to say about that, Mike?
Yeah, they beat us, but they did have about 10, 15 extra guys, so we didn't have much we could do about that. But they were a lot quicker, a lot more in shape, so we got to work on that in our game as well.
Jack Smith here with Mike Morley. That's the Sports Report. Next, we take you to Bryant and Quinn for their Around the School News.
Came and went like the summertime. Was at a sunset or sunrise. Looking back like where the time go. So much for trying to keep this moving slow.
I'm Bryant O'Donnell here with Quentin Jackson, and today we're going to be talking to you about what's going on around the school. So, last week, Father Damien gave us off a Friday, March 22nd, which started spring break, and we just came back April 1st. You go anywhere during your break?
No, I didn't really do too much. I just stayed home with the family. Well, not really. My sister is in PG County, so they don't get off until a couple weeks from now, but it was just me by myself. You go anywhere during the break?
Yeah, I went back and visited some family up in New York, so it's always good to see family on vacations and breaks.
This past Wednesday, April 3rd, me and Brian, our sophomores, we had a retreat to the Franciscan Monastery in Washington, D.C. It was just a day of worship, and we checked out a garden and at the church, and it was a really nice garden. We had a talk with DeMatha grad who talked to us about, making mistakes in life and how to bounce back from your mistakes and not really let what you do in your past determine how your future goes. How did you enjoy the retreat?
I really liked it. It was my first time being able to check out the monastery, and we got a nice tour and learned a lot of stuff about religion and everything, and stuff goes on around the world. And yeah, like you said, the DeMatha grad, he had a great speech and really got us motivated to keep on track and through school and everything.
Also during the retreat, Father James gave a mass And the monastery was a really nice church, a really decorated nice, a lot of detail. It just shows the work that is done. The monastery is actually a replica of a building in Rome where Jesus and his disciples used to stay when they went through prayer and stuff like that. Also, on Wednesday, it was a half a day, and us sophomores, we had conversations with teachers where we talk about our traits and what we can better in ourselves to make us better gentlemen and scholars. I had a conversation with Coach McGregor, a football coach here. It was pretty good. Who did you conversation with?
My conversation was supposed to be with Coach Jones of the basketball team, but unfortunately he wasn't here this week, so I got the week off. I'll be taking mine next week, so looking forward to it.
That's good.
April 5th was Junior College Day at the Sports and Learning Complex in D.C. where the football team plays. The juniors just came back around lunchtime, and I heard some good things from them. What did you hear about it?
I heard it was a good time. You know, some athletes who are being looked at by colleges, they got a chance to talk to some of the people at those colleges, such as Alabama, University of Maryland, Tennessee, Ohio State. They got to talk to some of the people there to see what they have to try to do to get accepted and to just better know the school and to be more interested in different schools they have opportunities going with. April 7th coming up is the art show with Mr. Hosley hosting. I'm in art right now, and you know Mr. Hosley is a nice guy. So if you're free, come by. Our show is free. You can just come by, see some art, see some great work by some of the people. Do you have any art in the art show?
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take art this year, so I don't have anything in the art show. But yeah, I heard the guys really worked hard. Mr. Holsey leading them, and it's always great to see them getting such a special event together. April 8th is SAT prep. Teachers such as Mr. Hurst, who teaches math, and Mr. Smith, who teaches English, will be holding that. Definitely need to go out there and to help you study for these things. It's really important getting into college. I know. What is your view on that?
Yeah, I know SAT is important. Colleges really look at that. And the thing about it is, if your GPA is kind of low, but you do pretty good on the SAT, it kind of balances out for your chances at getting into your colleges that you want to go to and getting accepted. So, you know, it doesn't hurt to take those classes to better yourself for the SAT coming up. April 10th, seniors are allowed to wear their spring uniforms, which is the DeMatha polos, khakis, and Sperry's. It's kind of nice for seniors. They've been here 4 years, really end of their high school career, being able to get into their school uniform, a spring uniform, a little bit earlier than everyone else. Do you know when everyone else gets into their uniform?
So the underclassmen and the juniors are able to wear a spring uniform on May 3rd, and like the retreat we were on retreat we were on Tuesday to the monastery, everyone in the sophomore class got to wear spring uniforms. Really reminded me of how comfortable it is, and like don't have to wear the tie anymore. And it's always great. So April 11th, Donut Day begins for NHS. Make sure to bring your money. Go support them. Raise money for National Honor Society. What do you think about that? Hear anything about them talking about it?
Yeah, I heard people talking about it. They said they really like Donut Day. I heard there's going to be Krispy Kremes this year. You know, everyone loves Krispy Kreme donuts, especially when that hot sign is on. Get them fresh off the bakery.
Definitely. Love to see that. I can't wait for that. Definitely going to get me some donuts.
Yeah. April 18th through the 23rd, we get off for Easter break. It's just a nice time to spend with our family during the break to worship God and remember Jesus. Are you going to be doing everything over the Easter break?
Yeah, I'll definitely. I've got a lot of lacrosse to play over the break, and definitely going to be going to church a lot, so excited for that.
That's good. I'm Quentin here with Bryant, and that was the Around the School portion of today's Stag Report. Thank you.